Hello. Today I'm going to go over grams to mole conversions. Now, we previously did mole to gram conversions, so this is just going in the opposite direction, same kind of setup. As a reminder, because it talks about how to do the conversions here, but as a reminder, 1 mole of something is 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd. Now we're mainly talking about atoms. So when we say moles, we're probably saying 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd atoms. But again, mole is just a number like a dozen. You could have a dozen eggs, you could have a dozen pizzas, you could have a dozen muffins, whatever. So generally we're speaking of how many atoms. Okay. So what we need to get here, we have some problems. We're looking for the number of moles. In order to do that, we need grams and molar mass. Well, in the setup of the problem, it's gonna give you the number of grams. How many moles will you get from 50 grams of CH4? So I've got my grams. Now I'm gonna figure out my molar mass, and then I'm just gonna divide grams by molar mass. So we look at our molecule, CH4. The first atom is C, carbon. I can look on my periodic table for carbon, right? C, carbon. There is only one of them because there's no number down to the right for carbon. And then I look at the mass, 12.011. We're gonna round that to 12.01. So I only have one, so 1 times 12.01 equals 12.01. And again, the 1 is just because I only had 1 carbon. Now, let's look at hydrogens. Hydrogens, I have 4. That's what that 4 is referring to the bottom right. So I have 4 of those. I have to multiply 4 times whatever the mass of hydrogen is. Hydrogen here, if we look, we'll round that also to 1.01. 4 times 1.01 is 4.04. And then we need to add these together to get our molar mass. So 12.01 plus 4.04 equals 16.05, and this is grams. All right, so I've got my molar mass, I've got my grams. Now I just have to divide one by the other. So I take my 50 grams that was given to us in the beginning. I take my molar mass, 16.05, and I just do that calculation. 50 divided by 16.05 equals, and in this case, I'm gonna round it, 3.12, and that's moles. So there are 3.12 moles in 50 grams of CH4. All right, we're gonna do another one together. Let's go to the next page, and we'll do number 5. So again, I wanna know grams and molar mass. So grams are given to me right here. 125 grams. Here's my molecule, Ca. We have the lowercase a, so we know that's 1 atom, Ca. That is calcium. So calcium, I only have 1. And the mass of calcium, we're gonna round to 40.08. So 1 times 40.08 equals 40.08. Then I have capital C, that's carbon. We saw that on the last one. There's only 1 of them. And my carbon, the mass is 12.01. That's 12.01. And then finally, I've got my oxygen. And I've got 3 oxygens, that's why there's that number 3 down there. So I need to multiply 3 times Mass of oxygen, 15.999. We are going to round that up to 16. So 3 times 16 equals 48. Now to get my molar mass, I need to add all these together. So 48 plus 12.01 plus 40.08 equals 100.09 grams. So that's the molar mass of this molecule here. To get the number of moles, remember I just take the grams divided by the molar mass. So 125 divided by 100.09 equals, divided by 100.09, 1.25 rounded. So it's 1.25 moles in 125 grams of that molecule. Okay, do the rest of the problems exactly like I just did those two. I hope this helps.